Pray y'all listen. It's all a true story.
There's so much need in these kids' lives that's so apparent immediately. There's like the need of poverty and the lack of education, and just all the ways that the system has failed them, and it's so easy to get caught up in that, caught up in the fact that Christine hasn't had anything to eat today, and not realize that ultimately it's not about feeding her body, but about being Christ to her and showing her, preaching to her the truth of the gospel. And part of being Christ to her is giving her food and teaching her to read, but it's even more so about the gospel, and it's easy to lose that. I think it gets hard when I lose sight of that it really is about the gospel.
Back to the hood, you can find him preaching the Bible. He led a homie to Christ that's from the same hood. Part of a church plant, come on now, ain't his name.
I'm gonna tell you like it is, because I live on North Tulsa. North Tulsa is kind of crazy, because sometimes you see like 5 police rolling, you see 10 police, you see 10 police tanks. I've seen a couple fights, I've seen a meth lab. I love crazy stuff. I've seen a guy get stabbed. I've seen someone get shot.
Let's go. Eric used to go to Bible study as a kid. He got older, started doing what the hood did. A rival gang caught him slipping, tried to take his life, but then the gun jammed on him, so they beat him nice. He woke up in a hospital singing Bible songs. Praise God, he had a place to learn the Bible from. But then he gets saved and wanna preach Christ. They make him change his whole culture, whole way of life. He gotta get him a bachelor's.
Like, I'm so used to having kids just, respond right away. Like, ask them to do something and they do it. But it's different, like these kids, they don't really jump when you say jump right away. Like, they will, but it usually takes them a little while. And a lot of times with me, that's hard. God's grace. That's the only thing I can say. God's gracious. He's gracious to help us see His heart for the world. He's gracious to give our hearts to let us feel for these kids, and even though they hate you sometimes, a lot of the time, but He puts in you a heart that cares for them, and it's not natural. I know it's not natural for me.
Your attention to the hood, we hurtin'. Man, if you ain't burdened, please pick up your wording. Though this world is going down, while we here, we can serve them. We bring this to the streets, because we knew the streets. I pray that more will be burdened to have beautiful feet. You never knew the streets, but truth is what you preach. I pray to God you be burdened to have beautiful feet.
There's a lot of reasons. I think one of the reasons, like personally, and this kind of sounds selfish sometimes when I think about it, but I think it's one of the biggest training grounds for me for the rest of my life that I've had to wrestle through issues and deal with problems that I didn't think I would have to at this age, but God has really showed me a lot of Himself and a lot of the ways that He can work even in situations where I feel completely helpless, and I think that's really good. I think it just opens your eyes to what people are like outside of you, and just being sensitive to them, and learning to love people that are really, really different from you, because God loved them and died for them, and just giving yourself to die for them too.
Pray y'all listen. It's all a true story.
How am I supposed
What? It's okay.
how was I supposed to correct myself when I get them wrong? I'm just gonna read a book with wrong things, I just blot out.
What do you need?
Somebody to read with and know it's booked up with a lot of people.
Is there anybody to read with you?
Nope. He's booked up.
The gospel preached in his neighborhood, nobody dead. But Los got up out that coma and was able to hear. A missionary shared the gospel to his open ears. He got saved, got
You get a touchdown? I fumbled it. You fumbled it? No, they fumbled it. He got it. I was right behind him.
We need leaders and believers to help carry it on. But who would minister in the sinister part of town? I pray if Jesus is calling you, you will be found. Let's go. Let's go. Gotta shout it to the world, y'all.
I think you guys are really, really good at drawing.
I'm just making stuff up.
I am too. I'm not just make this super real stuff to school.
When you thinking about something, you just really want to draw it. Like Mario or something, but you can't draw Mario.
Why can't you draw Mario? Why can't you draw Mario?
Come on.
It's hard.
He can't draw. Come on, draw. He draw ugly stuff. He draw a stick figure slapping on a stick figure.
No, I didn't. You lying.
If you are master's college and you're planning to come intern down here, take the chance. Take the opportunity. It's the best opportunity in your life. If you do that, you might want to decide to stay and be a part of the family. But
Used hard truths in his context. Somebody please plant a church in his projects.
gotta go do this work. Miriam been asking me to do this work forever. I'm in the school. I ain't trying to get in trouble. So I'm about to walk over here, do this work. See you later.
Cry.